share with you very, very quickly in this whistle-stop tour of strategies is strategy, because when you buy a property at auction, you're doing it very, very quickly, and I've shared with you some strategies for keeping that quick pace of buying at auction and carrying that forward to actually developing out. Because sometimes if you get involved in complex planning permission situations, you can be months or sometimes years or not get planning permission at all. But if you focus on auction deals where you can get in and do something under your permitted development rights, there's plenty to be had. Okay, so that's what we did with it afterwards, 2 flats and bunged in a coffee shop on the ground floor.
Let me have a legal pack. Well, I think there's 2 reasons. Firstly, because you're coming here today and you may not be successful. And why would you want to go and spend a few £100 getting a solicitor to check the legal pack for you? You may not get the property. The reason you should do it is because when that hammer comes down, you have bought that property. You are committed to buy it. If there is a covenant in the legal pack which could stop you doing what you want to do with the property, it's too late. And it could cost you tens of thousands of pounds to put it right, if indeed you can put it right. It could also stop you getting the finance which you have already in place, but if there's a covenant there which affects the property and stops you doing what you want, you may not be able to get that finance.
You're buying in cash. That's pretty obvious. Cash is king, and the advantages are it's within your gift to complete the purchase within a short time scale. You can bid with confidence because you've got the cash in your pocket, you know your limits. And then you've got a good negotiating position as well, especially if you go to the pre-viewings and you know that you can negotiate with cash maybe even before something even comes to auction. Disadvantages, of course, are that you immediately tying up all your cash assets, especially if the property that you're looking to buy actually goes for that extra 10, 15, 20,000 than you'd actually allow for, and you pile all your money into the purchase, and then you're thinking, right, I've done the purchase, I haven't got enough cash now to do any renovations or improvements or whatever the plan was for that property that you just bought.
Okay, challenges in the marketplace. Obviously, we've got bank rate 0.5%. This era of long, low interest rates does look as if it's going to continue, despite the fact that we've got inflation a little bit sort of upticking because of Brexit, because of the devaluation of the pound. But long-term interest rates look as if they're going to be much lower for much longer. We've got the cheap borrowing has obviously been reflected in house price growth, particularly in London and South East. We've got economic recovery. We've got a relatively positive outlook this year. Last year was really quite a positive outlook for the UK economy, despite the shock, obviously, of Brexit. Brexit we seem to have sort of overcome, although there are obviously there are question marks ahead, and I'm going to touch on that in a few seconds.
I think also if you look at the recent trends, serviced accommodation is another way that people are obtaining planning and then building out mass amounts of units without having to strictly abide by set square footage. Because instead of it being a self-contained flat or a self-contained unit, it is almost like a shared space. So they get to play around with that quite a lot, and that's something that I think there are a lot of professionals out there now looking at probably permitted developments, so office to resi, and then changing that into serviced accommodation.
And that is where I'd like to open the bidding. Who would like to be my very first opening bidder of the afternoon at £175,000 on Oldfield Road. Anybody here at 175? 175, thank you very much. Can I say 180 anywhere else? I'll take it at 180 then. You want to make it 185 for me? I'll come back to you then. You have a little think. It's currently at 100, you're in at 185. I can do 190. You'll make it 195 for me. 195 is your bid, I'm 200. 205? Still going? Have a think. Anybody else at £205,000 on Oldfield Road? Are we all done then at £200,000 on the proxy? Do you want to make it, what should we say, 201? We'll go up in ones if it helps you. 201 is your bid. I can do 22. 23? 24 is on the proxy. 25, may I say? Have a think. 204 is currently where we're at. I'm looking at £205,000 anywhere else. If not 205 new bidder, I can do 26, 27, 28 is me, 29, 210, 211. 211 is you. You've knocked me out. I go back to you then, sir. Can I say 212? No. All right, the bid is right at the back then at £211,000. You've taken the proxy out. Anybody else in? This is what should we say? 212 the ladies bid, 213, sir? 14, 15, 16. Have a think. It's 215, right at the far back of the room. I'm looking to the lady for 216. Anybody else here at 216 in the meantime? Are you out? Fair enough. It's here then at 215 for the very first time, then at 215,000. It's just the two of you. You don't get there. 216, 217. So are you bidding? No, you're just waving at someone. Very dangerous thing to do, that. Nearly won yourself a nice little flat there. Meantime, lost my place now. It was 216 here, was it? 217? No, you were 216. You want to make it 217? 218? 217 with the lady in the far corner there. Looking for 218 anywhere else? Are we all done at 217,000? I'll take a half from you if it helps you, sir. No, defiant no. So it's still in the far corner at 217 for the first time. Second time, are we all done? Third and final time, then at £217,000. Gonna go. Strong. Jaws, well done, man. 217.